Hey friends, welcome to my place. My name is Dave. Very good to have you here. It is a dark bottle. It's a very dark green bottle, and that essentially tell you what it is. This is loewe esencia. It's a Spanish house, so I think it's called loewe. It is very green. This is a better green classic fragrance that I really enjoy. At first I thought it was gonna be like the polo green, but I think there's more to it. They go into different direction. Polo green is gonna be leathery, while this one is gonna be more of a all the greenness that you could think of in the classic sense, in the best of the classic sense. It's in here. You're talking about it's herbaceous, okay? It's mossy. It's complex for sure. It's not the typical greenness because how the moss is playing around with it. Now I would gotta imagine this is a I just bought it about a year and a half ago, I think. So I gotta believe it's a synthetic type of moss. Okay. So with that said, we also getting some pine, some balsamic. What else are in here? What else are green? Okay, any type of green you think of. There's fir, there's patchouli, there's basil, there's greenness, there's tarragon, artemisia, petitgrain. There's also flora of neroli, jasmine, lily of the valley, blackcurrant, galbanum. If you think this is a very complex fragrance with all this that I'm reading off, yeah, I have to read it. I'll have to write it down. There's too many to go through. Yeah, it is. It does smell complex, and I think that's one of the trademark of the scents of the past, where they will give you a lot of ingredients. Okay, and it does feel like that. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. I actually really enjoy this type of fragrance. I think, if you're green lover or you're a fragrance enthusiast and that you're okay with green, this might be something that you'd be interested because how complex it is. But it does not just sit on the typical mossy or oak moss or the piney. They also give you a lot of stuff going on, a lot of accompanying ingredients, and then you could pick it out. There's nutmeg in there. I'm picking up those citrus that we're talking about. The galbanum that we're talking about. Yeah, geranium, a lot of stuff. Often, it's kind of hard for me to do the review because a lot of time when I wear it, I'll pick up something else different and I'll miss something else. So one of those, at least it changes on my skin. I don't know if it's temperature or my skin chemistry or whatever it is. A lot of time I pick out a lot of basil and sometimes a lot of pine, sometimes a lot of tarragon. And then it just changes often, and it's pretty cool though because it's very green, so I don't wear it a lot to meet people since green are not really compliment inducing, and sometimes even my own family sometimes they feel like, oh, you're wearing something super green, which is one of those that I enjoy for myself. Probably not going to be that super versatile, but then you know what, with that said, there's nothing offensive about this. There's nothing animalic, there's nothing out of place or harsh. You know what, I don't think people is gonna hate it. So even if they don't compliment you, they're still okay with it. There's slew of scents in there, but mostly for sure it's gonna be that pine and the fern, the greenness of the basil, the moss, okay, oak moss. So it is one of those that's gonna dominate. I really enjoy this. I think it's too bad that the modern scents don't do this anymore, and a lot of people are not able to enjoy this. Yay for those of us that does enjoy it. What else? The longevity is good. It's at least get a half a day, so we're talking about 4 or 5 hours. Okay, this one leans very masculine. I cannot imagine a lady wearing this, so stick to the masculine. The versatility is okay, even if it's not compliment inducing. All right, and I don't have anything like this. I thought it's gonna be, but you know what, it's gonna pay homage to, not pay homage, I'm sorry, it's gonna be similar to a lot of the fragrances of the past that with with some greenness, so I just grabbed one that I thought, okay, it may be a bit similar. This is Aquabava, super cheapy. Now, as far as pricing for the loewe esencia, I picked it up around 60-ish, I think. I'm trying to recall, because I don't try to memorize all of them. I just have a ballpark of how much I spent it. If I tell you it's, how good it is and how much I love it, and you might think, oh, okay, just grab this and you enjoy it, but it's just disclosure that it's not one of those super easy ones. Okay, you gotta be able to enjoy the green and a bit of a classic vibe. Okay, so for sure you have to know that. So, but it doesn't go to too much of an old school like the polo green. Yeah, with that said, you do get the vibe, but it's not extremely to the classics. Okay, just what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so you don't write back and comment and blame me for, Dave, I wore it to a party, to a club, and then yeah, okay, it's not a clubbing scent. Right now, age is gonna be 21 and up. Okay, people that appreciate it. I think that's everything. As always, I hope that is helpful though. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. As always, thank you, subscribe, all those goodies. See you next time.